The Denver Nuggets might be back. They beat the Blazers by 50. 54 to be exact. And in the process, Jokic put on a masterclass in a matter of 3 quarters. I'm going to be honest. It's good to see Jokic back in prime form. It really is. And if you agree, don't forget to subscribe and like. Now, again, Jokic's last game, he put up 22, 17, and 6. Oh, my goodness. Midi. That's how we starting. Easy midi. Top of the head. Slingshot. First game back from All-Star break, he put up 22, 17, and 6. Which, when you just look at that, that's an amazing stat line. But he was 0 for 6 from the three-point line, had 6 turnovers, 9 for 22 from the field. Not the best. Easy lay, easy dunk for Jokic. And that's how a lot of his recent stat lines have been looking. From the outside, it looks great, but when you really dissect it, it's not the best. But dissecting this is easy. I've never seen somebody walk into these amount of threes. Like, I've never seen somebody walk into all these open threes, and it's so easy. And I'm still confused as to why teams just let him shoot, because that's a late contest. Confused as to why teams are acting like he doesn't shoot 40. This makes no sense. And I think they're letting him shoot threes, but we need to understand he's shooting 40+% from the three-point line. So that makes no sense to me, because at the end of the day, 3 is worth more than 2. We all know that. I would rather have Jokic get inside and dominate than him get comfortable on the three-point line, because if it gets inside, he may kick out to a different shooter, but most of his shooters aren't shooting as well from the three-point line as he is. So I don't get it. I don't get it. That's a terrible contest. Look at the contest. Why are you contesting a 40% three-point shooter from the paint? You have a foot in the paint. That is terrible defense. I don't care what anybody says. That's terrible defense for handling business and just showing, hey, I don't care how y'all guard me. Oh, whoa. We doing low pickups? Oh, we doing low pickups. You know the James Harden low pickup? I mean, it wasn't as smooth or as pretty, but low pickup, that might have been an and one. Can't count the bucket. You know he finishes well inside. Beautiful to see. Now, like I said, they beat this team by... You already know what I'm about to say. He didn't even put a hand up. Who was that? Robert Williams? He didn't even put a hand up. He didn't even put a hand up. Look. Oh, yeah, he put a hand up. From inside the freaking... Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't get why teams let this man shoot threes. I do not get it. The only thing I can really understand why teams would do this is because they don't want him creating for others, because that's when the Denver Nuggets are truly dangerous. Cool. It's like the same thing how they treated LeBron. You know, Steve Kerr, what they say during the finals, we want LeBron to cook. Like, we want LeBron to go for 50 every game. But if he's dropping 50 and 15 assists, that's a problem. That's a problem. Getting the team involved is an issue. And honestly, I think I just answered my own question. So, yeah, I understand, but make it a little tougher. Jesus Christ, like, this is ridiculous. 3 easy threes in the first quarter. Like, it's nothing. 3 easy ones. We can't allow that. I don't care who he is. He shoots 40. Oh, my goodness. Inside. First of all, who was that? Henderson? How did that switch even happen? You can't allow that, Robert. You can't allow that. You can't allow that switch to happen. You got to get back to Jokic, because this happens. You never leave one-on-one. You never leave Jokic one-on-one in the paint, let alone with a point guard. What are we doing? Blazers, I'm sorry. Y'all deserve to get beat by 50. And it wasn't even bad at the beginning of the game to get beat by 50, because this doesn't even make sense. Pick and roll game, 2-man game, best game in the... Oh, my goodness, and one. You know, Jamal Murray and Jokic pick and roll is unstoppable, but Jesus Christ. And one, midi, and... But it's good to see him back. I'm just mad he didn't drop a triple-double, because triple-double Jokic is different. Jamal, don't shoot that. One-on-one with the... Oh, my God. Anytime he gets in the paint, you have to look for others. And kudos to the rest of the Denver Nuggets for cutting when they need to. Because anytime Jokic gets the ball in the paint, honestly, anytime Jokic gets the ball, cut. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are. Whenever Jokic gets the ball, cut. He cut from... Strawther cut from here while 2 guys staying stagnant. Great backdoor. And it wasn't terrible defense. Like, that's almost a blocked layup. So, like, don't get it twisted. But Jokic is putting it at the right spot. It's just amazing. Oh, walk over him, Jokic. What? No. First of all, tripped over him. Got the ball. Tripped again. And one. I would even call that a floater. I would even call that a jump shot. I don't know what I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call that a Jokic shot because that makes no sense. He's like it doesn't even look like he was trying to shoot it. He just said, "Ah, dang," and it just happened to go in. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Again, the only thing that would have made this game better was a triple double. Floaties, floaties, keep your floaties in that deep water. Keep your floaties in the deep water. Easy, easy. Don't hurt him now, Jokic. Don't hurt him. Give it to him. Come on now. Come on now. Why aren't you on him? Look at this. Look at this. No, he's a great defender. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now, but he's a really good defender. I'll give him that. You're not that good of a defender to be one-on-one with Jokic in the post with no help. Let's see what he does. Well, let's see what he does. At this point, he might make a play. Yeah, he may not even score this. Somebody gonna be open.
He's got it.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Anytime Jokic gets the ball cut, anytime Jokic, look, as soon as Jokic got the ball, he cut. That's what this team strives on. Even what's his name? Christian Braun cut as soon as he got the ball. That's the easy give and go.
He's got it.
That's open too. That's an open lay. Denji Avdia, I don't want to talk about him. Late on the cut down, late on the second help to helper. And again, that's not a wide open layup. Like there's two guys right under him for that layup. But the Nuggets are just so used to scoring with minimal space. And definitely when Jokic has the ball in his hands because he's going to make the right play. I'll say most of the time because, you know, last game, 6 turnovers, 6 assists with 6 turnovers, that wasn't good. But this game was a different story. We know what no looks like. I've never seen anybody make no-look passes look this effortless. You think of Magic Johnson. He's really, you look at LeBron, Luka, Jokic. Jokic just, all right, bro. I don't even want to sell it. He doesn't even sell it that well. Look, he doesn't even sell it that well. He just looked here, did this. I'm not taking credit away from him, but that's a great look. And then definitely when you have somebody like Cam on the wing, like that's a easy pass as well. There's both guys open. And the fact that he pushes the break as well as he does, like he's a point guard, puts a lot of pressure on defenders. Defenders, both. He puts a lot of pressure on teams when it comes to him pushing the break because they know he can just stop and pop for a 3, stop and pop for a midi, put his back to the defender and get a quick little post layup, or he can find somebody, which is never a problem for Jokic. Never. Easy late. You really got to understand how easy Jokic makes the game. Oh, no. Oh, no. Full court QB passes off the re is ridiculous. Off the re is ridiculous. Give it to him. Oh, that's Jeremy Grant. I was about to say, I know that's not Drew Holiday on him. Grant, I'm sorry, you're cooked. Look how he's struggling. And one. You should never leave him one-on-one in the post. You should, look, he's dying. He's struggling. Almost broke his back trying to guard this man Jokic in the post. Spin off. And one. Help doesn't matter because his touch around the rim is fabulous. The game is too easy for Jokic, and he made this game look way too easy. Didn't even play the fourth quarter. That's how easy it is for him. Again, in this game, 32, 9, and 7, 4 steals, 10 for 15 from the field, 3 for 4 from the three-point line, 9 for 11 from the free throw line, and he made it look simple in 29 minutes. Last game, like I said, 22, 9, and 22, 0 for 6, 17 to 6 though, 6 turnovers. You guys know what I say about the assist to turnover ratio. If your assist to turnover ratio isn't at least 2.5, it's not that good. And definitely if you're an assister or you have more than 5 turnovers, it's just not going to look good. It's not. If you have 1 assist and 2 turnovers, nobody really cares. But if you have 4 or 5 turnovers and you have 5, 6 assists, nah, that's not pretty. That's not pretty. And again, his play has been somewhat inconsistent. And we knew that. We knew that. Like, remember, earlier this month, against the Knicks, 10 for 27, 1 for 13 from the three-point line. He did have 0 turnovers that game, but he had a stretch of crazy turnovers, 9 turnovers, 7 turnovers, 5 turnovers, 6 turnovers. He needs to clean that up. This game he only had 2, but he also only had 7 assists, which is still a very good assist to turnover ratio, but he still needs to continue to clean that up. Now, when it comes to him being an MVP goer this year, we do know how that's looking, right? If he misses one more game, he's not even eligible for any end of the season awards. And the NBA needs to talk about that and fix that, because there's a lot of MVP candidates that might not even finish eligible to win the award if they were to win it. But if they were eligible to win MVP, or they were in the MVP race, that means they're easily finishing with an All-NBA team award. But it doesn't just go for MVP. The 65-game rule also goes for every end of the season award. So if you're ineligible for MVP, you're ineligible to get first, second, third team, defensive team, clutch player of the year, rookie of the year, all that. All that. And I think it's going to cause a real big problem this year, depending on how players finish out the season, because you can't argue 29, 12, and 11. Like, first of all, he's leading the league in rebounds and assists while averaging 29 points on splits of 58, 41, and 83. And even that dropped because he was shooting like 42, 43 for a good duration of the season. But 58, 41, and 83 is still extremely elite. And for a center, come on now. While averaging 29 points. Now, another case as to why he's still an MVP candidate is because the Nuggets are still a really good team. I mean, when you look at the Western Conference standings, I mean, yes, we still have Thunder at number 1. However, they're only 3 games ahead of the Spurs. And again, the Spurs are 4-1 against the Spurs are 4-1 against the Thunder this year. They're only down 3. So what's the difference between 4-1? 3. So you can really argue that Thunder and the Spurs are tied for that one spot. Then you got Nuggets and Rockets. Well, with this Nuggets win, they're now back over the Rockets, 3rd in the West, which is very important because they deserve to be a top 3 team. Now it looks like Jokic is getting back into prime form. It looks like the rest of the Nuggets are getting back into prime form. That's good for them. That's really good for them. They're going to need that for the rest of the season, the stress of the season. Because what is that? That is 27 games. So they have, not 27, 57, I'm sorry. They've played 57 games. So they have 25 games left in the season. I'm sorry. I don't think Jokic is going to be eligible. I don't. He already missed a whole month. How many games has he played this season? He's only played 40 games this season. So he has to play 25 games. He has to play every single game for the remainder of the year in order to finish eligible for the MVP race, for the MVP trophy. Now, he may not care because he's already a 3-4, what is it? It's 4, right? He's already a 4-time MVP. Like, after your second, third one is like, all right. I mean, I don't really need any more. I don't need that more. I don't need any more. I've already shown on multiple occasions that I'm better than every single one of y'all. On top of the fact that he's been snubbed for a couple that you can argue about. You can argue that he had one over Shea last year, which I don't agree, but you can argue it. You can argue that he had a better season than Joel when Joel won it. That was more of a pity MVP. You can argue that as well. So he could really have about 5, 6, 7 MVP trophies if everything went his way. But the man has 4. So he doesn't really need one. However, the Nuggets need to get back into the Nuggets championship form in order to have a deep run in the playoffs. They have to. If they don't, they're cooked. If they do not get into prime form or the Nuggets championship tier team that we all know, they're going to struggle in the West. They're going to, because if it's just going to be Jokic, and actually I shouldn't even say that. In this same game, Jamal Murray had about, 25, 29 points. They had about 7, 8 players scoring double figures. But again, they beat the Blazers about 50. The Blazers are 10th in the West, negative. They're not a bad team. They're a decent team. So to beat the Blazers like that, that's pretty impressive. And I will give them that. So we'll see how they finish the season. We'll see how Jokic finishes the season. Hopefully he doesn't miss another game, because if he does, he can kiss the MVP trophy goodbye. Even though I don't even think he's going to get it this year. Shea should get it. And if Shea doesn't get it, that's... You can argue Cade. You can argue Wemby. No, you cannot argue Luka. The Lakers aren't good enough. You can argue a couple other guys if Shea doesn't get it, including Jokic. But again, these guys have to be eligible in order to receive the award. So it's going to be tricky. It's going to be very tricky to see what happens with Jokic and the Nuggets for the remainder of the season, and then definitely going into postseason, into the playoffs. But I wish the best of luck to both parties, to Jokic and the Nuggets, because they deserve to have another championship run. They may not deserve a title, but you gotta remember Anthony Edwards got him up out of there. The other what was it, a year or two ago? Like they deserve a try. They deserve a chance. Not last year, the year before last, because last year Anthony Edwards and them lost to the Thunder. The Thunder beat the Nuggets. You understand, all right? You understand. So we'll see what they do for the remainder of the season, and we'll see how the remainder of the season goes. All right. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or share to the channel. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Patreon, Discord channels are open. Link is in bio. Go join those communities. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Now, stay tuned for some upcoming content, upcoming videos. Lakers and Clippers was a showdown. The Lakers are fully healthy. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. You guys are fully healthy. Now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Stay positive. I'm out.